What is up, my YouTube family? So I had this idea to do this video, which is basically like a day in the life of a type 1 diabetic. It's actually 1 a.m. on Saturday. This is my first video in Florida. I just got here. I'm here for the month of June working an internship. And I was gonna start this video tomorrow, but I'm like, hey, you know what the perfect time to start this video is? At 1:14 a.m. because I wanna go to sleep, but you know that I can't because my blood sugar is 89 and there's still insulin in my system. You know, I got diagnosed 2 years ago when I was 18, which is a little bit of a different dynamic because obviously most people get diagnosed when they're a lot younger. In my opinion, there's a really big difference between getting diagnosed later in life or earlier in life, and one's not worse, one's not better. But for me, in the middle of college, getting diagnosed, it's a ridiculously huge adjustment. Like, I mean, you know how college is. Everyone's just eating crap and going out, and people are going to parties, and I'm not saying I don't do any of that stuff, but what I'm saying is that I'm just always worried about it, and it gives me social anxiety. You know, I'm really happy that I got the pump about a year ago because, you know, doing regular injections, you know, going out to eat with people, and I would go to the bathroom to give myself injections and take my blood sugar and all of that, and like that was the worst. I'm not gonna, like, it's just horrible, and I'm just really happy that, you know, I was able to get the pump. And I know there's a lot of people that aren't on the pump. There's a lot of people that are on it. Some people are like, hey man, I'm managing fine without a pump, I don't need one. And that's great if you're managing well without it. Personally, and I believe statistically, it's going to improve your control. It's pretty much a fact. Even if you already have good blood sugars. And I know a lot of people are hesitant to it, especially maybe people that are diagnosed a little bit later in life, because, like, I mean, you gotta wear, you have to wear stuff. And I'm not here to be like, oh yeah, this is great, let me sugarcoat it, and it's great that I have to, you know, inject myself for any of this. But what I am saying is that it's a lot easier to change your pump once every 3 days, as opposed to, like, I know the doctors will be like, oh yeah, you have to take a regular injection when you eat, and then you got to take the long-lasting insulin, so, you know, that's 4-5 injections a day. But in reality, the 4 shots that they told me I was gonna take, and the 4 maybe finger pricks, is 8 to 10 shots and 8 to 10 finger pricks. I wanna share my experience so that people don't have to make the same, you know, like, mistakes that I made. And the reason that I haven't been making these kind of videos is that it's kind of difficult for me to talk about it, I guess, like in a public setting. I'm totally fine talking about it in private with other people, but I guess in a public setting, it you know, just it's difficult because it just shows that I'm vulnerable. It shows that I'm human, and it's been a rough 2 years, and that's mostly attributed to the fact that I'm really stubborn, and that I didn't listen, and that I didn't join a support group, and I didn't engage with the type 1 community like I should have. Well, because I'm stubborn. I was stubborn in the beginning, and a lot of people probably also were stubborn and upset, and it's a big adjustment, and it's almost like a dream, and you wake up like days after and weeks after and years after, and you're like, did it end yet? I want to encourage everybody to please comment down below with your own daily struggles, advice, just literally anything to do with type 1 diabetes. And also, if you have any ideas for any other videos, whether it's related to type 1 diabetes, health, motivation, mental health, type 1 diabetes and depression, anything like that, to please just comment it, because I want to make videos that people want to see, and I don't know what people want to see if they don't tell me. So please tell me, write it down below, and strap in your seatbelts. Well, I mean, I guess it already started because it never ends. So anyway, let's see what time it is now. I've just been rambling out here. Alright, it's 1:25 and I'm still at 91. So As you probably know, when you're type 1 diabetic and you got low blood sugar, you gotta eat something. And you gotta eat something that has carbs in it. Preferably sugar, because sugar obviously gets digested faster than, say, other carbs, and you wanna bring it up fast, especially, I don't know, at 1:24 a.m. when you're trying to get the hell to sleep. So what I had a couple of, which I was trying to use to bring it up, was like M&M Crispies. Thing about chocolate and like any kind of really dairy product is that it gets digested slower by the body as opposed to anything else. The issue for me is like in the beginning of this, well, first of all, I was just so scared back in the day that I would just start pounding like food down when my blood sugar was a little bit low, and then that would create that roller coaster effect of like boop, 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 and you're just like, holy shit. So then I was like, you know what? If you have low blood sugar and you have to eat something, instead of just eating some garbage, why don't you eat something that you enjoy? And I happen to enjoy chocolate. Now the issue with that is like what I said, it doesn't get absorbed or digested. I'm tired, I have low blood sugar, I don't know what I'm saying. It takes time to get digested. So then it's like the decision of like, well, do I just waste these calories, or do I just wait longer for it to come back up? And it's just like this never ending loop of like, oh, do I want to enjoy the food or do I just shove it down? Well, there's coconut water. That might work. I don't know. It's got like 11 carbs a serving. So maybe I just take one. My blood sugar's not that low. It's only at about 90. So like I feel like fine for the most part, especially because my numbers have been lower more recently, which is good. I've been bringing that down. But I definitely like don't want to go to sleep with a 90 because that might not be a good thing. And I'd rather stay up now than sleep and then get woken up at like 3. Something that I've been doing like on and off for like, I mean, I guess subconsciously since high school is like kind of intermittent fasting, which is like pretty much the best way to describe it is you shrink the window of time that you eat food in. So instead of eating, breakfast at 7 a.m. and eating dinner at 7 p.m. and a snack at 10 p.m., you break it down so that you only eat for, say, a 8-hour window of time, and you still consume the same amount of calories. The difference is you have less spikes, because every time you eat, you have to take insulin. And this is the same thing for like every person, not just type 1 diabetics, is that when you eat, either your body releases insulin if you're a regular person, I guess we're calling them now. And if you're type 1 diabetic, obviously you have to take insulin. But when you do that, that's gonna create kind of like that roller coaster. So if you shrink that window, you'll have less of those spikes. And the good thing also is that, so when you eat food, your body is going to switch from burning fat to burning the food. That's pretty obvious. And then if there's any excess food, it turns that into fat. So the longer amount of time that you eat, the more times your body has to keep switching between burning fat and food. So if you shorten that window, you'll actually be burning fat for a way longer portion of the day than you would if you just kind of like randomly, sporadically eat. And I know what you type 1 diabetics are thinking. You're like, that doesn't sound safe. My doctor told me I need to eat blah, 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 100 small meals a day, whatever it is. And I'm not advising anyone to do this. This is something right now that I'm doing to a degree and that I'm really trying to look into from a scientific perspective of a type 1 diabetic, because this is a strategy that is been proven by many people. My favorite person that proved it was Marion, who, I guess his YouTube channel is just Marion now, but I've been following him for a long time. He's a fitness and bodybuilder, and this is something that works for regular people. So I'm trying to see if it will be as effective or even, mildly effective for a type 1 diabetic. And personally, a lot of people, I tell them that I'm doing that and they're like, oh, you need to be careful. And like, if you're gonna try this, you definitely need to be careful. If your blood sugar goes low and you're in a fast, does not matter. You need to eat something. You need to make sure that you're having a certain amount of carbs in a day, obviously. That's why diabetics can't really do a keto diet, because we need some we need some carbs, otherwise you're gonna have ketoacidosis, which is obviously a very dangerous thing. But what I have noticed is that the time that I'm not eating, my blood sugar has been way more stable. And that's just a fact that I've noticed. And that's pretty promising for me, so I'm gonna continue to look into this, research this, and I'm gonna start sending out some emails to whoever. If you know anything about this, please like send me a message or comment, because like this is something that I really wanna get some scientific evidence to hopefully like support. I will see you tomorrow. It's 3:22 in the morning right now. I just got woken up a little while ago, 75. So I'm not really sure at this point. So like, I'm actually just gonna do work. I'm just gonna stay up for a little bit, eat something, and just chill. Pretty dope actually what I'm doing. We just we got some icons for our Instagram like stories. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, so I think you could see them there. It's pretty cool, like business, travel, health, reviews. So like they're really dope. Shout out to Emily Caulfield, who's our graphic designer who hooked us up with these. Her link is gonna be down below if you need anything, especially those icons. She could definitely help you out. Yo, good morning. It's I just woke up. It's 11:25, which is hella late for me to get up. I was trying to get up at like 7:30, 8, even 9 at the latest, but considering the fact that I was unable to get some rest until about 4 a.m., that was kind of impossible. So it's 11:30. I'm kind of like upset that I got up this late. This literally like always happens to me. But anyway, let's see what my blood sugar is. 86, which is like going low, but like 86 for me is like not that bad, but I should eat something. I mean, that's actually like a decent number to wake up with. Usually I would want it like a smidge higher just to be a little bit more comfortable, but yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, I think it's I think it's time to get up. Wow, it's just ice cold in here. I feel like trash. I really do. Every time that I end up not being able to fall asleep until like late like that, it just really messes up my sleep, and it just makes me feel like groggy and shit. So I need to go supermarket shopping, and I got a bunch of other stuff to do. I need to do the gym. I got a video or 2 or 3 to edit, call with Matt, and yeah, that's just how she goes. Think I'm gonna go shopping now? Yeah. I'll catch you at the supermarket, fam. Alright, I just pulled up to the supermarket, which is conveniently like 200 feet from the house. It's Publix. Let's go in. Oh, God, it's freaking hot. Woo! Ah, man. So yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff. Wow, I'm dying right now. I need to take a sec. You know what I got? I got 2 scratch. I just hit myself in the face with that. I got 2 scratch-off tickets. Why, Matt? Well, I was thinking, you know what? What's the quickest way I could waste $4? And the lotto answered my call. So let's see if we won these anyway. Match any of your numbers, blah, 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 blah. All right. Well, two winning numbers are 9 and 11. Wow, this dude just pulled up mad close, boy. He just hit the thing. I'm in Florida, so there's a lot of bad elderly drivers. I don't know how this guy's gonna get out of his car, though. Yeah, this dude can't get out of his car. What are you doing, bro? He just hit the car, bro. I'm literally watching him. I'm in the car, and his door hit the car. Like, okay. Oh, look at that. 11 for $2. Isn't that great? When you buy a scratch off ticket and they're like, you know what? We're gonna give you your money back so you could buy another one and lose it. Okay, so $2 back, I guess. So I actually won also my $2 back on this one. So I bought two $2 tickets and I won $2 on each of the two $2 tickets. I guess that's just like a metaphor for life when you try to get ahead and you're like, up, up, up. Nope, still in the same spot. Anyway, it's freaking hot. So I'm going back now. All right, we made it. I'm so happy to be inside because it's nice and cool. I'm not sweating through all my clothes. Yeah, we got some ground beef. Check this out. I got the leanest ground beef they have, 93.7, and I'm probably just gonna prep this up and put it in the fridge. So if you don't know, because you haven't watched any of the videos, well, one, you should go do that. But two, I was living in a dorm for this past year, even though I'm a junior, and there's no kitchen. So I haven't been cooking at all because I couldn't. So I think this is a good opportunity for me. But in the past, when I was meal prepping, something I noticed is that I waste a lot of food. Like, I tend to just cook too much food, and you know, I have a chicken breast and I'll be there for like 4 or 5 days and it just doesn't taste good. So I decided that I'm gonna just like prep way less food and buy less food, and I'd rather just go to the supermarket and it's literally like right there. It's on the way home too from work, so just stop there and like pick something up on the way. But yeah, I got some ground beef, which I'll probably cook up tonight and probably bring to work tomorrow. And then I bought some sirloin tip steaks that I'm gonna cook up. It's 2 of them. It's like 1.3 pounds. I probably honestly will just eat both of them because I haven't eaten anything today. It's 2:51. I'm actually gonna down. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yo, I love these. I just discovered them, and like I don't even buy yogurt anymore. These Chobani drinkables. 140 calories, 4 grams of fat, 18 carb, 10 grams of protein, and like I could just pound it real quick, as opposed to like getting a yogurt. And I don't know, I just like the drinkable stuff. What else? We got some pasta. We got, oh, you gotta get the diet soda, man. Get that diet soda. I know, it's bad for you. There's stuff in it, blah, 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 but I'm still gonna drink it. And, oh, this was interesting. It must be a new product. Pam, but it's a coconut oil one. So I'm like, hey, what the heck, coconut oil, that's hot. I've heard a little bit about that. So I'll try that out. Got some eggs, cheese, snacks, all of that good stuff. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. Woo! We're excited to unpack the groceries. And then I'll probably just eat a little something. So, woo! All right, I just finished unpacking and I wanna eat. And I'm gonna have this Chobani. So I use MyFitnessPal, which is a free app on the App Store, and you literally just scan the barcode of the item and it pops up and you just add it and you track your calories and your macros through that. So I haven't eaten today. It's 3:08, but it was kind of a weird day because I couldn't go to sleep last night because of a low blood sugar, so I didn't go to sleep till 4, which means I didn't get up till like 11 or 11:30. And then when I woke up, my blood sugar was a little bit low. So then I did eat, but like I didn't have a meal. I had a couple pieces of candy just to bring it back up. So anyway, literally all you do is you freaking scan it and then it pops up and then you just add it. And I'm gonna eat something else too. I'm not sure yet though, so I'm just gonna do this first. But I can't eat it yet because I need to do a finger prick. See, so this is like the Dexcom G5 continuous glucose monitor screen on my phone. So right now it says my blood sugar is 105 and trending downwards. And then twice a day I have to actually do a regular finger prick to calibrate this so that it's accurate, and now is one of those times. So enjoy. I don't know what you people are into. Wow, my stomach is literally growling. See, the issue is that I often can't get enough blood to come out, and I have to do like multiple pricks, which is obviously just annoying. Yeah, that should be good. Word, so we're at 113, which is like 8 points higher than it said, but like that's still like really, really close, so that's pretty good. I think when you get it, they tell you like the plus or minus on it is like 10%. I think that's the same for like these regular monitors as well. So anyway, and now I'm gonna take some insulin. So I have a pump. I have this. It's the Medtronic MiniMed 630G. It's my first and only pump. Although I'm considering upgrading to the new closed loop system. Pretty much the way that it goes is that in the beginning when I got this pump, for those that don't have a pump, this is kind of the interface. So you could put your blood sugar level as well as like your carbs and then any additional ones, and using your kind of predetermined ratios, it'll then like give you that insulin. So I actually stopped just even inputting my blood glucose into this because, well, honestly, it was just a lot of scrolling up, and I feel like I'm better at just adding it to the carb total, and so far it's been working for me fine. So I'm at 113. There's 18 carbs in this. My ratio has been a 10-to-1, but considering the fact that there's like a 300% variability in like insulin and how the body uses it, you're pretty much just shooting in the dark, and I think that most people know that. So, and it also really depends on like what my sugars have been recently, because I'm pretty good at like recognizing the trend and seeing, you know, what's happening. So obviously like lately my numbers have been lower, so I'm probably gonna take a little bit less insulin than I would if otherwise. So like this is 18 carbs. Like I said, I have a 10-to-1 ratio of 10 carbs is 1 unit of insulin, and also I don't need to do like a correction dose because my blood sugar level is fine right now. So it's 18, and I'm just gonna take like 17 units of insulin. No, I'm gonna take 1.7 units of insulin, which is also the cool thing about the pump is that if you're still doing shots, there's no rounding, you have to take full units. Boom, deliver bolus, press a button, it beeps. It's pretty simple. It's a lot easier to do in public than obviously like injecting yourself or going to the bathroom and injecting yourself. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I've actually never had this flavor. And I mean, it's pretty small. It's 7 ounces, but it's actually, I believe that's actually more weight than like a regular yogurt. Fantastic. I just love yogurt. It's about 3:15. I'm thinking about I'm like honestly just really beat from whatever happened yesterday. Plus I was the flight and then that. So I'm probably gonna just hang out for like 40 minutes. Well, actually I have a call at 4 with somebody to talk about like Instagram and some suggestions for our accounts and all of that. So until then, I'm probably just gonna hang out, play a game of Fortnite, and then after that call, I'm gonna head to the gym. All right, it is 7:51. A couple hours have passed. I've just been editing a video, went on a couple calls, all some good stuff. And now it's time to go to the gym, which I wish I kind of went a little bit earlier because it's Sunday night. I start work tomorrow, but now's the time. So personally, I take supplements for the gym. So This is a pre-workout product, Ghost. That's like my go-to brand. This actually has a lot of caffeine in it, which it's a little bit late, so I'm probably not gonna have a full scoop. And then this I drink during the workout. This is a BCAA, which is branched chain amino acid, which basically encourages protein synthesis. It helps protein get absorbed into your muscles and all of that good stuff. So I am going to make this, get my ass to the gym. Oh, let me just explain this. So I'm in Florida right now. I'm in a condo in a 55 up community. So they have a gym in the clubhouse, and it's a decent gym. They have a decent amount of stuff. I mean, they don't have everything, but it's definitely usable. And sometimes there's people in there, sometimes there's not. Okay, well, my blood sugar is like 85 right now, which is like definitely not good to go to the gym. And it's just been like really low all day. I don't know why. Like I've even like took my pump off for a little bit, and I actually changed my basal setting down like very small, like 3% decrease, just because it's apparent that recently like my numbers have been low, and the best way for me to control that is to just adjust my basal rate, which is obviously just kind of the insulin that my pump secretes throughout the day to me, like ongoing. And if you don't have a pump, then that would be like your long-lasting insulin. If you find yourself, I guess like constantly having lows, some people will be like, oh, you need to eat more and blah, 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 blah. Okay, but for me, I just like to like lower my basal a little bit because I'm about to eat after the gym. For me, eating before the gym is like a waste of calories unless I'm like super hungry and I'm not gonna actually be able to concentrate. So that's why I like to eat after the gym. So I'm actually, since my blood sugar is low, what I do in that case, I mean not low, but since it's lower than I would want it to be, I'm just gonna straight up take my pump off like right now, and I'm just like monitor it while I'm there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you don't know, doing weight exercises, so any like strength training, that's gonna temporarily drive your blood sugar up a little bit, and that's because once you activate all your muscles actually store glucose or sugar. So once you start like doing an exercise, that gets released, and your body uses it as fuel, you know, for that exercise. So that'll actually cause us like I mean nothing crazy, but a small bump in your blood sugar. And then usually that's followed like after my workout by like it comes down a little bit. But if you just do cardio, then you're probably just gonna go down. So it stabilizes. So I'm probably actually gonna just like maybe eat like 5 to 10 carbs too. Real quick, drink this pre-workout. I noticed that caffeine can like slightly increase my blood sugar. Again, maybe like 10, 20 points, nothing like severe. So I think I'll be fine. I'm not really worried. I'm not like shaking or anything. I feel totally fine. I feel ready to go. So I'm scooping this pre-workout. I'm gonna get lit. We're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna get some back and buys in, baby. Let's get it. All right, made it to the gym and it's empty. There's nobody here. So it's pretty dope. I'm doing back and biceps today. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do first. I have this app I used to that I used to track my workouts so I could like see my progress over time. It's called GFit Pro, JEFIT. So I started off with a rack pull. Obviously this is on a bench, but you really want to just drive through it all the way and squeeze your glutes on the way up. And this is a great exercise for your back. After that, I went on to the machine lat pull down, just because this gym kind of has some limited equipment. And pretty much you're just going to want to pinch your shoulder blades on this one throughout the whole movement. So now I'm doing shoulders, just a seated overhead press. And do that for like 10 to 12 reps. It's pretty nice. I really enjoy hitting my shoulders actually. Then I went to the lateral raise, which is for your shoulders again. And then I supersetted that into a front raise, which is a nice way to really kind of overwork your shoulders. And I did that for 3 sets. And then I went to do a face pull, which is for your rear delts. It's really important to squeeze all the way back, pinch your scapula as much as you can, and when you come forward, very, very slowly, so you really stretch that muscle and tear those fibers. Now I'm doing a bicep curl, standing, alternate bicep curl. I just find it easier usually to do one arm at a time. That's what I prefer to do. And to finish it off, I am doing oblique twists with a medicine ball there. Recently I started doing it with a dumbbell, a little bit heavier weight, because on this weight I was doing like 40 to 50 to 60 reps, which is a little bit more than you want to aim for. So I'm switching over to heavier weight. And that's it, folks. Thanks for listening. Here's the video.
It's hella humid and this lens is like fogging up instantly. Anyway, that was an hour and a half. Did like 10 minutes of cardio at the end, which for me is a big deal because my cardio sucks. Whew. And yeah, it's pretty much it. On the ab exercise though, it was making my insulin pump and my continuous glucose monitor a little bit like uncomfortable, like almost like itchy kinda, like in my skin. And I mean, that kinda usually happens and it's unfortunate, but sometimes you gotta work harder just to achieve the same results, and that's what the case is. Whew. I'm going back. Dude, I'm winded, I'm gassed. All right, I just showered. I got the pan heating up. I decided I'm just gonna make tacos. So I got like a bunch of ground beef, like 1.5 pounds. So I'm gonna eat some of this tonight, and then I'm gonna, I guess, save the rest maybe for like lunch tomorrow. So yeah, this is like all the stuff I bought today. I'm pretty sure you already saw. Ground beef. I got these whole wheat wraps, some seasoning, some shredded cheese, and some sauce. So like pretty simple, but should be good. And I'm not in the mood to do like a cooking edit, so I'm just gonna cook this up real quick, and then I'll see you guys when I'm eating it. All right, word. I just finished cooking the beef. It's right here. And really important is that you're gonna need to, well, I mean, you don't need to, but I'm weighing my food out. I'm trying to lose weight and lose fat and gain muscle. So I'm trying to stick to like a diet here. So, can't really see the screen that well, but it's just important to weigh everything out. Usually I pick the cheese first. Probably like a 1/2 ounce of cheese per each one. I like extra cheese though, so we'll see what happens. Oh, almost. 0.55, and then throw some ground beef on there. I'll probably re-zero that. Just remember that that's about 1/2 ounce. That's a smidge over 3. Hopefully that cheese melts. Usually I just like microwave the cheese first and then throw the meat on, and then I have this taco sauce, Ortega. This is my favorite sauce. And honestly, I don't even count the calories on this because it's like, it's 10 per serving, like no fat, 2 carbs, and it's just so small, it's pretty much nothing. So I'm gonna enjoy that, and I'm gonna end the video here because I'm like really, really tired right now. So I'm just gonna eat this, maybe like let it digest for like 30 minutes, an hour, and then go to sleep. I mean, it's already 10:23 at this point, so it's like real late to be eating in my opinion, but it is what it is. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. But most importantly, please comment down below not only what you thought of this video, but just anything that you have questions about or you'd like to see, any videos you want me to make, whether it's about diabetes or not. I really want your suggestions, because if you don't give me suggestions, I'm just making random videos, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But with your suggestions, we can make fire videos, so we appreciate it. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you in the next one.